to play my beginning first few rounds and have to think. Fuck that. I want to turn my brain off, win the sets, and go, ooh, I don't remember what happened. I should go back to stream. Is garbage. He wasn't able to come today. He had to cancel. Okay. I don't know where he is though.
I feel like I haven't seen him show up.
Well, it's also been like 3 weeks since the last tournament.
Yeah.
Because of the Xanadu trip.
Because he's taking over.
Yep. Yeah, all top 8's best of 5. He's taking over. Title should be helping with leadership, and then I think Honk wants to do some leadership stuff too.
What year are they?
Honk, as far as I know, is a freshman. Fitzy's a freshman. I think Title's 1 year younger than me? Because he went to my high school. I don't remember him in high school, but I'm never going to tell him that. I was the president of the Smash Club there, and it was the worst because it was just a bunch of shitters.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice. It
was the worst. I would set up my Wii U, and then I'd sit on the other side because the computer lab, and I'd sit on the computer lab section to do physics work with friends instead. And I just let them do the tournament, and if they got too loud, I'd scream, "Shut the fuck up!" And the teacher would look at me and go. And that is all I did. I tried running a couple tournaments there. That would be one tournament would last like a month every day or every Friday at lunch. Because we had 1 hour to do a tournament, so I'm like, okay, we're running this the whole way.
Anyone see Nair back here in the air?
That is true. Dude, well, one tournament, I decided to play, but my friend who was on the other side of bracket, they were just all bad pretty much. But I was like, hey, can you pretend to play? And I'll put the controller inside my jacket and have these in the pockets to make it look like I'm just sitting there, and I played for him the whole way until it was me and him in winners fight.
Did you do it?
Oh no! I came out and was like, "Hey, anyone who's lost to him, you didn't lose to him. You lost to me." And I had like some people were like, "Oh, that's really funny." One guy was really pissed that he lost, and he was mad. It was so funny.
That's crazy. There's a Smash Club at my high school, and that's where it was like shitters. It was we had a duck up player. That was like really shit at the time. We had Overwolf, if you know him.
Yeah, your brother.
Yeah. And there's he hasn't been in tournaments in a while, and I'm sure you probably don't know him. Zeno, he was a Shulk player.
Unfortunately, I know who it is because I had the pleasure of having to deal with him at the Commons. And Salsa was the first time I met Salsa. Had to bail me out of a friendly session because he wouldn't let me leave.
So yeah, that was that. It was Zeno.
Oh God, I didn't get it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And me, and a duck hunt player, and so he was fighting. You know his anger, and so he was fighting a Samus, a Rob, and a duck hunt.
Oh no.
So imagine, every time he lost, we used to
in high school too. Oh God.
We used to go over to his house for friendlies as well, because there's no one else to practice with.
That's a bold move. I would just go online at that point.
He would kick us out of the house. That's not even a joke.
Holy shit.
I beat his ass so bad, like I 3-stocked him multiple times. He just kicked me out. It was really fucking funny.
That's so funny.
He was always like the fucking like purist, like my character's so like he's the anti-cheat.
He still says that. I played him at the Commons, and I was playing Lucina, and he goes, "Lucina's so cheesy," and I'm like, and I was like, "No, Lucina's honest." He said, "No, she's so dishonest." I played honest characters, and I'm like,
It pains me. There were also like some other kind of shitters, but like none of them. Those are the main guys. There was like a Yoshi player as well.
Standard and orange. If y'all want to play melee, feel free. What? Standard and orange. If y'all want to play your melee set, go for it.
I'm disabled. I don't have.
To this day, my most proud moment is fucking like because he's been playing since Smash 4. And I came out of fucking nowhere.
Your GameCube natural brand GameCube controller.
I don't let people borrow my controller anymore because someone dropped it and now there's a rattling inside.
All right. Any takers?
No.
Any takers? No.
No, my
Any
controller's special.
borrowers?
This is like the ship of Theseus. It's
That word has been ruined for me.
why?
Because I listen to the podcast Distractable from Markiplier and all that. There's a whole fucking episode
Okay, you
where
know
he
what?
just keeps going the ship of. You ever heard of the ship of Theseus? It's ruined for me now.
Well, yeah, but like the idea there.
Yeah, no, I love
It's
it.
a good idea because, like, I first changed the buttons, and then I changed the board, and then I changed the shell, and the only thing left I think is the analog stick and maybe the bumpers. So it's like, is it the same controller? No. Is it still my controller that I've been playing for the past whatever amount of years? Yes.
My original controller is in the trash. It literally broke because I knocked it off a table when I was leaving, and it just shattered.
You know what pains me?
Sorry.
You know what would be so fucking sad? You said like about just breaking shit. You see these like nice buttons.
Yeah.
It used to have a Z button.
It snapped in half.
At glitch. It was either glitch or pound. I dropped it one time. It cracked in half immediately.
That's depressing.
It made me so sad. Because I was like, yes, I got the buttons finally.
Dude.
I got the Etsy ones, and they were nice, and then immediately.
If my Z button ever breaks, I'm gonna cry because that's just a tactile Z button. That's extra money to fix.
Yeah.
Having the loop triggers on the back here is such like a godsend, and also a handicap now because I can't play any other controllers with triggers. Because these are just so easy to press that I go to a normal controller, and then I press the trigger, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot more resistance than I'm used to.
Yeah.
Because my friend got it for Melee for wave dashing, so he didn't have to break his hand wave dashing all the time. And it works great. But now when I do like, 'cause I use the L button for jumping. So my timings for like Falco stuff back in the day was completely messed up when I switched to a different controller.
Dude. Do you know somewhere good to find good fucking C-sticks? Holy shit.
Oh, I just use nunchuck sticks. This shit is amazing.
I should probably do that.
I did.
Not for my analog, but for my
Oh, yeah.
C-stick it might be good.
I don't know.
Because I don't like how small it feels, or how tall it feels.
How tall?
Yeah.
Oh, for this? Oh, for like which one? The C-stick or the analog?
Well, both. Because it just says the stick's taller.
Oh, see, the thing for the C-stick is it just means you don't have to move your thumb as much to hit it. So you just go, because sometimes you might, because you're used to having to go low. This one you just go, whoop. It's easier to hit, and it's more ergonomical on your thumb, so you're not like this the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is why I like it. I like it for the L stick because my thumb doesn't feel like it slides off as much.
That checks out. I'll look into it, because, dude, look at my C-stick right now.
I can give you one of my old yellow C sticks if you want. I just have the thing that I don't use because it was from my original controller. It lasted about 5 months before it fell off a table and the board just cracked. I'm like, okay. So now I just have all the pristine buttons sitting in a little container.
I have all my OG buttons and shit, so I do have my original C-stick, which it wasn't like broken or anything. So I do have a like fallback, but I want the white, you know, the white and purple and black.
Yeah.
That's my favorite fucking color scheme.
Oh man.
Changing the sticks though in general is super easy. Luckily,
Oh yeah.
it's the easy. I did it because I did it for my old controller when I wanted to switch to C-sticks or the C-sticks. So I just opened it up, swapped out the things, put the C-stick nubs in the nunchucks. So it's the weirdest little nub on a C-stick.
Oh my god.
So I originally had like an amalgamation controller where it was like it was a black top shell, white bottom shell, black left analog nunchuck thing, white C-stick analog, white C-stick nunchuck stick. So it was just an analog. It was just like a amalgamation of black and white things, and then the normal buttons.
It's kind of funny.
And then I cut the trigger string or the trigger springs. That was awful to do. Cutting those springs are awful.
Yeah.
My pliers are like rusted and shit, and I was like, 30 minutes later, snap, yes, put it in. Damn it, too short.
Really?
So luckily, because I had my old controller, so I had extra springs. But I'm like, damn, this sucks.
Yeah, honestly, I think Halo might do better in this matchup than Bowser, because like, I'm able to just like close the distance better, because like I move like dash attack forward.